back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kelly. I'm 51 years old and I live in Eastern North Carolina. I feel like I repeat myself all the time, but it's been a little while since I've been on here, honestly, and I don't even know what to say. There's been so much happen, I just don't even know what to say. First of all, a big life change is we made the decision to put my mother-in-law in assisted living, and so that has been a very emotional, a very stressful time, and we're still unsure of how it's going to be because obviously we don't want her to be somewhere that she's not happy. And there's a few things about the place that we're not really fond of, and that would be the size of her room. She has a roommate, and it is, the lady's 100 years old, and she's precious. I wanted to hug her and squeeze her. She's so cute and she's so precious and she's so helpful. And she's really very sound in her mind. But she has a lot of stuff, and she's been in that room for 11 years. So you can imagine the stuff that she's accumulated in 11 years. And my mother-in-law is not quite liking that, like to look over there and see all of her clutter and stuff. And they have to share a bathroom, and the bathroom's not that big. The shower stall is too small, and I don't really understand why they designed it that way. You're talking elderly people, a lot of them have shower chairs and stuff like that, and I don't even know that there's room for a shower chair in there. So I don't know. The only way that I could see her being there long term is if she turned out to love it. And right now, I don't know. She seems so tired, and she was a little agitated yesterday when we went over. She was, I don't know if it's she said she slept really good the night before, so I don't think necessarily that she was tired. I think she's aggravated. I think she's aggravated that she's not in her space and she doesn't have her things and her, surroundings and things, and I think she's just aggravated. We took her outside and let her, we took a walk with her and took her outside and sat on they have a really nice outdoor seating area, rocking chairs and like a garden area, a gazebo. I mean, it's really nice. So we took her out there, and she called one of her friends because she said she couldn't get hold of her best friend. So we took her out there and just visited with her, and she seemed to really enjoy that. So I think once she starts getting out of her room and doing things, I think she'll enjoy it better. But right now, everything is kind of up in the air as to whether she's going to stay there long term. It's just, and I think that is the hardest part for me, is not knowing. Like, I like to have a plan and like, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to stick with it. And I feel really insecure in a situation where I don't know what's going to happen. I like to have a plan and be like, okay, yes, things are going to be hard and it's going to be an adjustment, but we're sticking with it and we're going to see this through. But she still has enough of her mind to where it's really, we don't want to see her unhappy. We want her to be happy with where she's at. So it's just a waiting game to see if, she's gonna stay there long term. So it's been real stressful. It's been stressful on me and my husband, especially my husband being with, being his mother and things. And then that takes a toll on our marriage. It's just stressful. And like, I can tell he's not at ease, and that makes me not at ease. Like, I look to him for strength and support, and when I feel like he's kind of, because that's not his typical way is to be strong and non-emotional and things. So when I see him in the state that he is in now, it's unfamiliar to me. You know, I'm like, well, yeah, you're the strong one. You need to, you need to stay strong because I need you to be strong. And it's hard for me to be strong for him because I'm not used to those dynamics in our relationship. Like, I'm usually the basket case and he's usually the strong one, but it's I'm trying to be strong, and like I'm not, especially when I'm exhausted and stressed, like I'm not strong at all. I feel like I'm falling apart. Last night I didn't sleep good at all, and I ended up coming out to the couch and about 3:45 in the morning, and it took me a little while to go to sleep, and then I woke up again at 6:30. So I'm tired, but I made myself get up and take a shower and get dressed and try to feel normal. And then I come out here. I thought, it's, what is it, 20 after 1 in the afternoon. I was like, I don't want to eat a whole lot, so I was going to make me a protein shake with some frozen blueberries, and I poured the almond milk into a measuring cup, and it was clumpy. I'm like, what is wrong with this? And I looked at the date, and it said January 2026, and I was like, I know that's not that old. I just bought that probably several weeks ago, so it should not have a January 2026. They should not even been selling that, So I poured it out. I'm not even gonna. So now I don't know what I'm gonna have for a snack. I'll probably maybe eat a yogurt. And then I'm gonna I thought about running down to the store and getting a couple steaks and grilling a couple steaks for us. I don't know. My husband ran to visit my uncle. Him and my uncle are pretty good buddies, and he lives in Morehead City, which is about an hour from me. So he went to visit him, which I encouraged him to do. I think we need the space right now. It's like go be. I need my time. I need to recoup and to gather my thoughts, and it's just been so much, and the last thing I've been thinking about right now is I have been going to the gym. I was going to go this morning, but I did not because they closed at 1 today because it's Memorial Day, and I didn't want to hurry and all of that, so I'm like, I'm just going to wait till tomorrow. I still am watching my diet, but we've been eating out a little bit more. We had Mexican yesterday, and I got fajitas. Chicken and steak fajitas, which were so good. This place that we went to. Oh, we went to an antique store about 45 minutes from me yesterday. That's one of I wanted to do yesterday. I was looking for some things. I'm going to show you, and this is off topic of diet and exercise and all this stuff because that is not the only thing that is in my life. I have so many other hobbies and interests than diet and exercise. And I hope that's okay with you because, sometimes I'm just like, okay, I don't want to talk about that today. I don't want to talk about it. Yes, it's still part of my life, but I have other things, and I hope it's okay to share those things. But I know YouTube, the algorithm doesn't like that. They want us to stay on one topic all the time, but that's not realistic. That's not the only thing I think about. I have other interests, and I wanted to share those with you. And one of my biggest interests is decorating, and I love antiques. I love primitives, and that is where I'm at. I just finished decorating for Memorial Day, even though it's not just Memorial Day, because I'll probably keep it up through Labor Day, honestly. Because I look at Americana as kind of a summer, decor, and I love Americana. And so if you don't mind, I will show you what I got. I had been looking for a hutch, and I've been looking on Marketplace because I wanted to find one pretty inexpensive that I could refinish. And I finally found one. I got it for such a great price. They had it listed for $75, but I paid $80 for it because they didn't have any change. So I paid $80 for it. But the only complaint I have about it is it's a tad small. I wanted to be able to put a lot more stuff on it than I have put on it. But I wanted to put some like antique stuff on there and like antique kitchen stuff. And I have a few things on there that are, and then a few things that are not. But I will share that with you. So let's get started. Okay. This is, when my husband's home, he likes to leave his little stuff on this table. I cleaned this table off, I don't know how many times, but I took something off the table, a centerpiece, and I'm gonna redo it because it was like an Easter thing that I had on here and I took it off, so I have to find something else to put on my table. But here's my hudge. I love it. I love it. It was just a wood color, probably about the same color as that chair. I'm gonna get rid of this chair actually. I'm gonna go ahead and move this because this is not staying here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that or take it back to the thrift store where I got it. Okay, so this was brown and I painted it black, and I'm not sure if I am going to rough it up and make it look a little bit more primitive, or if I'm just gonna keep it the color, you know, keep it black. I like it. I like it. I just found some flat black paint, and I painted it out on the porch, out on the deck. The things I have on here, I found these fruits. I put these little cookies in there because I don't know where else to put them. At the thrift store, and I thought I will probably grunge them up. I need to sand them and get the shine off of them, and then I think I'm gonna put some coffee grunge on them to make them look old. Like, who wants old fruit? But it looks really cute. So yeah, I found this whole thing of fruit. I think I got for $2 at the thrift store, and I love this. I got this at the thrift store on half off day. I love these old pictures and trays, I guess is what that is. But I love that it's got the dark, it looks like aging on it. I don't know if that's the way it was or if it is age. I don't know. And then I just put some of these old wooden spoons in here and some of this Sweet Annie. I love Sweet Annie. It's used a lot in primitive decorations. I found this yesterday. This isn't an antique, but it's just a little dough bowl, a little black dough bowl. And a lady I make these things right here. I could have put my own thing in there, but these are really easy to make. I have I have some of those. Where are they? Oh, they're actually over here on my table. But then I have this little, I love salt box houses. I'm like, I will take a salt box house as a gift any day because I love them so much. So I think I got that at an antique shop, even though it's not antique. And then I love Crocs. And then I just kind of filled it with my little, I made these little bowl stuffers. And did I make that one? Yeah, I made that one. I made all of these actually. And they're really cute. And actually, I didn't even sew these. I used fabric glue, so I cut them out with pinking shears. And then I just cut them into heart shapes, and I used fabric glue. So, because I didn't have a sewing machine at the time. I found this yesterday. It's just a little box that says Old Glory on it. I didn't know. I think I might put something in here and keep the lid open and put something in. I'm not sure what yet, but I found that yesterday, which I love. I already have these little things. I found those at the thrift store. This old bowl here, if you know what this bowl is, I don't know. I mean, somebody told me it might be like a spoon rest thing because it's got these little, and I don't know, little indentions or whatever they are where you could like lean a spoon. But I love doilies, so I just put a doily in here, and I found an old Clabber Girl baking powder container. It's actually still got the baking powder in it, but I love it. It looks old. And then I found this thing of, well, it's imitation vanilla, this bottle. I'm not sure how old it is. It might say that on there somewhere. But I love that. It had a little bit. And then I put this little, still got the price tag on it. I need to take that off. Actually, I think I already had one of these. Yeah, but I didn't take the price tag off of that. This is just, what do you call these? What do you call this? It's you do this, you do dough with it. Some kind of hand mixer thing. I don't know. I know my mom will tell me because I'll put that back in there here. She don't know what it is. Okay. And then I found this at the Salvation Army. I love these old, it's just an old teapot like. Love this. Also found, I love these little pitchers, these little creamers, and these little plates. I think I found those at the thrift store too. And this is like a little creamer thing. Oh, I love this stuff, this white. And then this is my old sifter, and I put a couple, whatchamacallits in there. I'll probably put some wooden spoons in there, actually. I have some over there, so I love this kind of stuff. And this is just a candle that I got that I stuck up here. I might end up moving this, I'm not sure. When I find something else I like better. And then I love to decorate with old antique books. So I put that up here. And here's another crock. I just put some greenery in. And up here I have my big crock, and I think I'm gonna get some kind of greenery or something to put in there. I'm gonna put something in there. I could put rolling pins in there, but I'll have to put something to fill it up so the rolling pins will stick out the top more. You won't be able to see much of them. And this was, I was looking for this at the antique store. It's an old Betty Crocker. No, not Betty Crocker. Better Homes and Gardens cookbook. I was looking for one of these. I could swear my mom had one of these when I was growing up. I can't. I'm pretty sure it was her, but maybe it was Grandma. I don't know. Somebody had one of these. I remember looking at the pictures in it. But I've been wanting old antique cookbooks. And I found this basket at the thrift store. I love it. I think I paid maybe $5 for it. And I'll probably end up putting something else in here. Right now I just put this cloth in there, this material, and some greenery. And then I got these at another thrift store. I love these stackable boxes. And yeah, that's what I've done to it so far. But I really like it. I'm gonna do a little bit more changing up on it. But I love it so far. And I'm down here, I don't have a lot of storage in my kitchen, so I'm gonna use the drawer to put some dish towels and stuff like that in there. Maybe some utensils that I don't use, and then I'm gonna put maybe some bigger appliance, like my mixer or something like that I can put down there, and I get two drawers, and so I'm gonna love that. I'll probably work on that this week, maybe reorganizing my kitchen cabinets and moving some things, but that's what it looks like. And this is a cabinet that my husband's, I believe his grandpa made it. And I just love it. I thought about painting it, but I really like the original color of it. I made this little wreath with an old sifter, and I put a little bird's nest in it. And I got this salt box house, but I need to get an extension cord to plug it in. It's an Americana. I got that on Whatnot. On my old Crow, and put some American flags and everything. Most of this stuff is just stuff I picked up at the thrift stores. And then I will show you this that me and my daughter found when we went to another vendor mall. I love it, and I was like, when I got it home, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it because I had no place to put it. But it actually looks pretty good right here next to my hutch, so I really like it. And probably if somebody gave me $100 for it, I would probably sell it. Just so I could buy something that, because I don't really know that I would keep this up all year. And then where am I gonna store it? I have no idea. This is just a little, I don't know. I thought it was some kind of sifter, but it has chicken wire in the back of it. And I just put my little sheep in there, and then found that little sign at the vendor mall. And then we'll walk over here to my fireplace. I love my fireplace. I got this flag at the vendor mall when me and my daughter went, and it says 1776. I love it. And another salt box house. I found this little, this little bird right here is actually cast iron. I love it. It's heavy. I found that at another vendor mall. Here's another salt, it's kind of dark in here. Another salt box house that I need to get some new lights for. And I need to get a new wreath because I'm not real crazy about that one. And there's just some more stuff. I have this on here. Here's a little, I love these old crock bowls. They're my favorite things, and they're so expensive, or I would have a bunch more of them. That's what I kind of want to invest in, is more of these crock bowls. My mom gave me some that I use those for cooking for my sourdough, so I don't really decorate with them, except for sitting out on my microwave. But these here are old spindles for, like, what do you call those things? Somebody help me. You know, those things that for wool, the spinning machine thing. What is it called? I don't know. I need to put some batteries in it. But I found these at my thrift store. For, I think, $3 I paid for that. And I've seen them in antique stores for $12 to $15. And this little hole fits my candles perfectly. So I used it kind of like a sconce right here. Let's see. And then this, I found this. I love this at another antique store. I love little shelves like that. And I don't have much over here. This is not anything. This is another crock. I just stuck some. I found these little flags at Walmart, and I just put coffee grunge on them to make them look primitive. So that's what I did with those. And this is another shelf that I found at the vendor mall. I love this. I can't say that I love my decor on it too much. I love everything on here. I'm not crazy about everything up there. I'm not crazy about it, but I don't know. I'm sure I'll change it a million times. This thing right here, I'm not sure what it is, but I found this at an antique mall. It's some kind of jug, but it has a old crusty lid on it, and they had it there for $6. I'm thinking, that looks so cute. So I just added that ribbon. I made this. It's an old jar, and I put this old label on it and coffee grunge. I need to get back to making that stuff because it's so fun. It's just been so hectic in my house lately that I just have not had time. Okay. And then over here is my little door. I'm going to turn this on. You can see there. More salt box houses. I need to get some lights to put in those too. That's what that looks like in my old crow. And then salt box collector sign. And then I'll turn this light on. It's getting dark. It's supposed to rain. It's been raining actually. This is an old Coca-Cola crate, and I just stuffed all the little cubbies with things. An old book. I tied some ribbon around. My salt box houses. I just stuck a little flag in that. And this is my least favorite place in my house as of right now. I found this old sign at the thrift store, and I just like the wood of it, even though I got it most of the saying on it's mostly covered. And then I found this. I think this is a wine glass holder because it's got little cutouts right here. You would put your wine glasses, but I just use it as a shelf to put things in. But I'm actually going to take this down, and I do collect these. These are old cabbage shredders. They used to make slaw or whatever with them. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I got one over there too. So I got 5 right now. But I do collect these. But I'm taking this down because I had my tobacco basket. I had this over where my hutch is at. So I had to take this down. So I'm going to put this
up over my couch. And I love my old tobacco basket. So I'm going to take that stuff down. I'm going to put this up there. And I think I'll like that better. And then this is this little area, which this is probably not going to stay here. I am possibly going to go get a table to put here today. If it doesn't fit in my kitchen, I'm going to put it over here. It's like 37 inches. It's a little primitive table, and I found it on Marketplace, and I'm supposed to go pick it up at 3 o'clock today. So I'm going to maybe put that here. This is an old chest of drawers that I just took the drawers out of and made it kind of a shelf situation. But that space right there, I don't know. It's hard for me to put anything in there. I don't have much in there right now. But, oh my goodness sake. My husband and his stuff. He has stuff everywhere. And I just shove it in this little basket. So this is what I have. This lamp, this tin lamp, let me see if I can turn it on here. I got this at a vendor mall, and I about passed out because they literally had this for $40. And if you know anything about these lamps, they're upward of $150 or more. You know, I found that for $40, and I grabbed that thing so fast. But it's beautiful. There's my other cabbage shredder back there, my little shelf. And then I found these little flags, these little primitive flags yesterday at the vendor mall. And I just sat them up there. And then my stackable boxes. I like the space. I'll probably, like I said, if I get this table, I'll probably change it out again. We'll see. My kitchen's kind of a mess because I'm picking stuff up. This is my favorite thing that my son-in-law made for me. He made this cover here, this vent hood cover. I love it. This little area in here is going to be changed up too. This is my old chalkboard. I just put a wreath on it. I painted that tray up there. And then this is my old wooden spoon holder. I painted that and put the spoons in it. This is not my favorite thing right here. This is going to be changed up. If that table will fit here, it's probably going to go here, but I'm thinking this space is going to be too short this way. So, we'll see. But that's what I have there so far. But I'm still working on everything. I did this space more when I was into farmhouse and wood stuff. Now I'm back into primitives and black and wood, so that might change. And of course there's my little accordion shelf. I do like that space. So that's what I have so far. And this, I love this little shelf. I made this little bag here. It's just stuffed with material, not material, but polyfill. And then it's just a bag I found at the Dollar Tree, and I coffee stained it and put this label on it. I love it. And let's see. So I just added some stuff here. I move things around so much. I'll probably be moving a lot of this too. I don't know. We'll see. But I love that too. So that's what I have so far. Like I said, this is, oh, one more thing. This is my bread box, which has got dog treats hanging out of it. Put that back in there. My bread box, and I painted it, and I put this little stencil on it. And then this is an old brick mold, I guess you would call it. I made this bag. I'm gonna put this little cornbread cast iron thing in there, and my little bean jar, whatever you call that, little crock. So that's what I have there. And this is over my sink. Another salt box house I need lights for. And so, okay, I've been recording for like 5 minutes and wasn't recording. So that's it. I'm like excited to finally get my house the way I want it.
I never get done. I'm still looking for a big sign or something to go over my hutch, something that says like general store or something like that. I thought I would find one yesterday, but I haven't found one yet. I'll probably have to go to Jacksonville to another antique store maybe, I don't know. So I'll keep looking online too. So that's what I have. Just a little, little snippet of what I do, what I enjoy doing. And the rest of this week is going to be, I've got to go back to work tomorrow. And then my son and my grandbaby's coming on Friday. I'm so excited. So we'll have a good time when they get here. And then at the end of June, my other son that lives in California, he's going to be here. Let's see. Yeah, the very end of June, the last week of June. And he is moving here, and I'm so excited. I have three, his little kids, Luna, Liliana, and Lucian. They're going to be here, and Abby, and I can't wait. I'm finally getting my family together, and I've missed them all so much, and I can't wait now for holidays and things that, have the kids together and do all the fun stuff, and I'm so excited. And this has just been a real hard season with my mother-in-law, and stuff that's been going on with her, and the stress that it's taking, is taking on us, trying to do what's best for her. Plus, we have to take care of ourselves, and it's a hard balance. It's hard to find like, okay, what's the best thing for her, but it's got to be good for us too, because we got to work. We have to take care of ourselves and our lives and our marriage and things. So it's a difficult season, and this is probably one of the hardest things that we dealt with as a married couple since we've been married. So it's been tough, but we'll get through it. With God, all things are possible, and I know that he's going to take care of us, and he's going to take care of her, and we just got to be patient, and it's his timing, not ours. So, but I hope you enjoyed this little video with me today, and a little glimpse of my home, and we'll get back to our diet, our exercise, and all the stuff. I just wanted to share this part of my life because this is part of me. This is part of me empty nesting and loving my home and taking care of my home, which I love to do. That's my favorite thing to do, is take care of my home and be with my family. That's my favorite. Shopping, of course, like going to the antique stores, that's like, if you tell me let's go shopping at the antique stores, I'm with you, and I love every second of it. So I hope you have a great week. It's going to be, hopefully it's going to be a good week, and we're due some good things to happen. We really are, and no matter what, we're blessed. Like, it's so easy to focus on the negative things. When things are hard, it feels like you're never going to get out of the pit. You're always going to be down in the valley, and that's not it. It's just, that's life. Life is a series of ups and downs constantly. If we didn't have the downs, we wouldn't appreciate the the ups. So I'm trying to keep that in my mind and just be grateful, because we got so much to be thankful for. And we just got to focus on that instead of the negative things, because we can always find negative, and it's easier to focus on the negative than it is the positive. But that's when you got to train your brain to be different, to think different. So I will see you next time. I promise it won't be as long as this time. My husband's going on the road tomorrow. I'll have some more time, and we'll get into some high protein, low calorie meal plans this week, and we'll see what else I can get into. I'm sure there'll be something. So have a great week, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, I'll find my way back to